Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Well, I've got something bad to report, guys. For the first time in my life, I destroyed a phone accidentally. Well, actually, it was kind of my cat. It was more of a joint effort, actually. I had this sitting up on the shelf, and I decided to go visit the cat's water dish last night about 11 p.m. So, decided to go up to Walmart and go pick myself up a new phone. Now, if you watch my channel, I've done a few videos on the ZTE Max Duo. I had this phone for 2 years. It's run just fine, had no problems until it got dunked in water, and then I'm just not able to revive it, unfortunately. I know there's a million cures for it, but I didn't have time to waste, so I had to pick myself up another phone. So the person working at Walmart pointed out the fact that there's been a new version of the Max Duo that's been released. We've got the ZTE Max Blue. Now, the Max Duos are running about $149.99 on Straight Talk right now. Refurbs are about 75 bucks. The Max Blue is $199.99, which is what I paid for my Max Duo 2 years ago. So let's just get right into what you need to know about the Max Blue. I've only had it for, well, about 15, 16 hours at this point. You know, if it's anything like the Max Duo, I'm sure it's going to be fine. There's a lot that it has in common with the Max Duo. The design is very similar. It does have some enhancements and a few features on it that the Max Duo did not come with. And we're also going to go through the basic specifications on this phone just to kind of show you what to expect if you pick it up. Now, I apologize. The screen is incredibly sharp. My phone doesn't do such a good job picking up the screens of cell phones whenever I do cell phone reviews, but a couple things you need to know about. Let's just get right into the specifics. First of all, you got yourself a 6-inch Corning Gorilla Glass screen, which is really cool. Your resolution is 1920 by 1080. The phone weighs 7.36 ounces, but I don't know if that's with the battery or not. I didn't get a chance to toss this on the scale yet. By the way, keep my backgrounds and animations and stuff very simple. What really shines about this phone is you got yourself 2 gigs of RAM, and you have a 2 gigahertz 8-core processor, an octa-core processor. My old Max Duo had, I believe, a 1.5 or a 1.4 gigahertz 8-core processor. It was good, but this is noticeably snappier. We'll run a few apps on it too, just to show you how well it does run. Again, I can't speak to the longevity of the battery. It does have a 4,000 milliamp battery, which is fantastic. It does have one speaker on the back. Unlike the old Max Duo, this one does have a fingerprint sensor that is almost immediate when you touch it. I mean, it's amazing how fast it was. Let me just go ahead and show you. I will go ahead and tap, and that's it. It's unlocked. It's literally that quick. It does have the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz bands on Wi-Fi, in case I haven't mentioned that yet. Had no trouble getting it on my Wi-Fi back home. You do have 2 13 megapixel cameras on the rear. It uses one of them for effects, whereas the old Max Duo had a 13 and a 5, I believe. Your front-facing camera is 5 megapixels. The camera takes great pictures. Yes, it does zoom in when you need it to sharpen up images, which is really cool. Very vibrant pictures. I've got the brightness on this thing set at like, oh, maybe 50%, and you turn it to 100%, it's almost like eyeball searing when you look at it, because I usually keep my phone screens turned down low so the battery will last a whole day. Obviously, you got Bluetooth 4.2. It does include a Qualcomm 2.0 standard quick charger, which I really can't tell you if that's a full charge in an hour or a full charge in a half hour or whatever it is, but it is a very speedy charger. One of the reasons I decided to get this, and I know this sounds crazy, I've got like 6 USB Type-C chargers and cables floating around the house and out in the vehicles and downstairs. And I just didn't want to invest in a whole other set of chargers and mess around with it. I just decided to get a phone and, you know, keep using the gear that I have for it. It does have a rubberized backing on it, kind of a slightly grippy rubberized surface that'll hopefully make it stay in place and not get pushed into a water dish. A few more specs about it. Let's see, what else do you need to know? BGN wireless. I'm just taking this right off of the HTC website. Fingerprint scanner, yeah. Let's just get right into it and just check out a few of the specifications on it. Now, this phone, I believe it got released around April or May of 2017. It is a fairly new design. I don't know how you feel about HTC phones. It seems like when I did my review on the Max Duo, people had complained about it having issues with restarting itself and problems with this and that. And I don't know, mine was fine. I mean, it would once in a great while restart itself for whatever reason. You know, it's an Android phone that can be glitchy sometimes. It does come with Android 6.0 out of the box. When you get the phone and log in with your Google account, it'll then suggest updates. I recommend you do that. It'll then update itself to 7 point whatever Android, and you'll have one of the newest versions of Android that's out there, I'm assuming. What's cool about it is that in the instruction manual it says 6.0 or higher. I've never had a Straight Talk phone before that's actually updated the operating system. I've had it update applications, I've had it update, you know, just the programs that it needs to and so on, but I've never actually had to do the operating system, which is really cool. So let's just check out a game real quick just to see overall performance. Now, this is not a benchmarking game. Audio is actually really good. There's one other kid that did a review on YouTube for this phone, and he had mentioned that he didn't think the audio was very good. It gets loud enough for one room. I would say it's probably the equivalent of one of those little portable Bluetooth speakers. So we've got some hardcore gangster rap playing here as we're about to go rock a moped. I've never even played this before. I have no idea what it's going to look like. I just want to pick something that has some graphics in it so you can see what it looks like. It is fairly quick to load most of the programs, and we have no lag at all. I mean, the screen is very vibrant. It's very sharp, which is just awesome. Touch the throttle to accelerate. Okay, let's rock this moped. I don't know how, this might be a little bright on your screen, but I've got no lag, no fill-in. Like I said, 2 gigahertz, 8-core processor. It might only use 4 cores to function, and then an additional 4. Oh God, I just killed myself. An additional 4, ouch. When you are using games and stuff, I'm not really sure about the nature of the processors. What I can tell you is it is speedy, it doesn't lag, it is a great little phone so far. The speakerphone is nice and loud, the earpiece is nice and clear, whereas my Max Duo was just a little bit buzzy. Cons about the phone, it's a bit heavy. Your cases are going to be a little bit limited. I do have a Max Duo case I'm using on it, but it does block the headphone port, which is actually on the other side of the Max Duo, and it also blocks half of the flash. So I had to order a new case off of Amazon. There was not a lot of selection out there. There was like maybe 6 different cases for it, and that was it. Maybe it's because of the newness of the phone. It's really hard telling. Setting it up is an absolute piece of cake. If you've never set up an Android phone before, it took about an hour and a half from start to finish for all of my apps to re-download from my account. Basically, you set yourself up with a Google account if you don't have one, and it'll go ahead and download all the apps from your previous phone if you wanted to. You can choose what you wanted to. That's what makes it very seamless and very painless when you need to get yourself a new phone through Straight Talk. I'm sure other phones, prepaid phones are probably like that, but Google makes it very simple. Very happy with the fingerprint scanner, like I said before. Security, and again, it's got emails and messages and all kinds of other fun stuff coming in. Let's just check out YouTube real quick and see what we got. We'll go to my channel, Travis P11. And it does load fairly quickly. Again, there's apps on here I haven't even opened yet. And anytime you have a new phone, you know, the first time you open certain apps, there's some apps that may be a little slow or glitchy to open at times. So, ooh, let's take a little preview for my my next YouTube video, which I haven't even uploaded yet. For everybody to open up. All right. Really starts playing your video. No lag. I mean, you know, there's a lot of phones that can do this, but here's the deal, guys. You're getting a lot of features for the money. I mean, for 200 bucks. I mean, I really wasn't mad at myself for what happened with the Max Duo. The fact that, you know, it was only a $200 phone and I'd been using it for 2 years, and maybe I was about that point that I wanted to pick up a new one, you know. Oh, another con about this, I wish they would make a little more durability into the lens that covers up your camera lenses, this glass. My last one was getting really nicked up and scratched up by the time I was basically done with the phone. I do have a 64 gig memory card in this, and let me show you something here real quick. Once you get it all updated and installed, it's going to be using 11.42 out of 16 gigabytes. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. That's not good. It doesn't leave you a lot of space for updates, but I have not gone through and cleared out the cache on all my apps. If I do that, you clear out all that extra space the apps are taking up, it'll probably free up between 2 and 4 gigabytes, which is not bad. Hey, don't get me wrong, there's nothing. You want to go get yourself a 256 gig phone, go right ahead. A 64 gig phone, go right ahead. But for the money, it's really hard to come up with this many features and this type of accessibility in under $200. Again, I am using a 64 gig micro SD card. So anyway, it's been fine. It's been running good. I mean, it's amazing how much you discover about your phone in basically a day. Things load quickly, and I'm very happy with it. So I think that's pretty much it. Go ahead and post any questions you might have about the phone. I don't know if you can jailbreak it. No, you cannot. Well, you might be able to hotspot tether it, but Straight Talk kind of treats that as a no-no, although I've never actually done it with my phones. I believe you get either 8 or 10 gigabytes on their $45 a month plan. Okay, you get 8 gigs at 4G LTE speeds and then 2 gigs. Apparently, people commented on my last video that if you're a Verizon prepaid customer or a Verizon customer, you get a faster version of 4G LTE. I guess I never actually tried it. What I will say is the phone is speedy. It works fine. On my last Max Duo phone, there were many videos that I uploaded over Wi-Fi to YouTube. Had no problems at all. And right now, I've not encountered any issues with any of the apps that I had previously installed. So anyway, guys, I think that's about it. I want to thank you for joining me today and checking out this little review. And here's the little kitty that made this new phone possible. Thanks, baby. I appreciate your work. You gave me a reason to go buy a new phone. But anyway, guys, hey, please, if you like what you saw, please like or subscribe. I'll do some updates on this phone as time goes on. Again, when it comes to bigger screen phone, it is a larger overall package. It is a little bit heavy. You know, you want to Walmart gives you basically 15 days to test out the phone before you have to take it back if you don't want it. But I'm sure I'm going to be happy with it. So anyway, there you go, guys. This is the ZTE Max Blue phone. Volume controls are on the side, power's on the side, SIM card and memory card go on the left side, USB-C charging port on the bottom, and speaker on the rear. So that's pretty much it. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching today. Please like or subscribe. You can support me over on patreon.com, and you can also check me out over on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All the links are going to be in the bottom of this video. So there you go, guys. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. You got questions about this phone, please let me know. Thanks for watching, and we will talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.